Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Um, this is another installment of this series that I'm doing. I draw 60 gestures for 6 months. It is not 60 days like I thought it was. It is 6 months, which I just now realized. And I haven't been drawing in the last few days, but this is some previously recorded footage that I had. I distinctly remember drawing all of these and thinking like, whoa, like some of these are really suggestive. Like I just kind of like breezed past like the picture of the girl just like, busting it wide. And I don't know, I just think a lot of these photos are suggestive. More than I'm used to. Like I've drawn nude models before, but they were never like in positions that are suggestive. So there's that little story. Um, and this is also the first time that I'm trying out. This is like day 4, I think. And at this point, I was already tired of, doing gestures every day. And at this point, I had already been um, kind of drawing every day. I've definitely broke that streak where I haven't drawn in a few days. But I'm just going to hop back on that horse and, keep her pushing. Um, and that way I have like a little backlog of I already have like a backlog of videos that I can do a little voiceover on, and then I can continue to upload that way. But anyway, moving on. I really loved doing these 30-second gestures. I don't remember if I mentioned that these are 30-second gestures. Because before I was doing 1-minute gestures, and that's why I was getting tired of like doing gestures because it would take like an hour. If you do one gesture that's a minute long for 60 gestures, that's an hour. So just like logistically, it would make more sense if you can see me kind of fixing. Because when I'm zoomed in at this point in time, like I eventually figured out a better way to do it. But at this point in time, I was still like figuring out my process. And so I didn't have any guidelines. So I just kind of draw all over the place. And I end up going back and fixing it. But I like the 30-second gestures. They really, I feel like, loosen me up. Um, and they make me like it forces me to be less of a perfectionist. With the minute ones, like I would just get lost in the details, and I guess like these help me like realize I have to draw the whole figure, or I push myself to draw the whole figure, and so I try not to like overthink certain body parts. It's always nice to like go back and watch these because um I already think that I'm pretty good at gestures. Not to toot my own horn, but I obviously have. Everyone can improve. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best at gestures, but I think they're pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie. And not all of them are good either. Like it's whatever. I just whatever. Anyway, moving on. I just really also like these poses. I think the pose is half of what makes a gesture good. You know what I mean? Like, um, if you don't draw, you don't understand, but like having a good pose to draw, like if you've ever been in a gesture drawing like class and we all sit in a circle, um, sometimes you get a bad angle and then you're looking at your drawing and you're like, this sucks. But it's sometimes just the angle, but it's also sometimes just the artist. Like, it, I think you know what I'm trying to say, but it's late. I don't know if you can tell. You It looks like it was late when I recorded this too. It's almost 1 a.m. when I recorded this. Tuesday, April 29th. So, um, right now it's 1:43 a.m. And it's May 26th when I'm recording this. And I should have uploaded today too. So, definitely. I think that's all I really have to say. I'm a little eepy. Um, so I don't really have much to say other than like I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm super proud of how the series is turning out. I'm determined to stick with it all the way till, the 6 month mark. I don't know how many days that is, but I hope you continue on this journey with me. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Just, if you like my videos, I would appreciate it. No pressure, but I'll see you next time. Have a great day.